All right, everyone. Well, welcome to our week 3 of our April Coach Basics Zoom call. So today, this evening, I'm going to talk to you about a couple major topics, but I'm going to be brief about it because I'd like this next phase now is for you guys to get a little more interactive and start playing around and understanding how best to build your confidence and learn to invite. So we're going to do a little role playing. I think it's going to be a little fun, and we're going to sort of like help each other to understand, where we get stuck, maybe we could help each other. So very important topic of building confidence. This is like one of the biggest things, especially when you're a new coach, just trying to find that confidence level where, you will get online, you'll share with everyone, not just about your fitness, but about you as a person. It's very, very important that you start building your confidence by letting others know who you really are, your genuine self. They want to see that behind the fitness coach, behind the person who works out and drinks their shake every day, that there really is a real live person that can relate to them. Maybe you're a busy mom. Maybe you have 2 or 3 kids and, you're trying to manage it all. They want to see that, there are times that your house is a mess or you've got 8 loads of laundry piling up. Things that they can relate to, or that, you lose your temper, or that you're stressed, or you're dealing with some issues that, maybe could help them relate to you as a person, that you're just not trying to constantly push fitness and nutrition on them, that, there's other things about you that they can relate to and become and feel more comfortable with, knowing that, hey, I'm going to follow this girl or this guy, and what they do speak about and what they do post about, I can relate. I know exactly what they mean. This girl, this guy seems pretty cool. So that sort of thing. You need to jump in. So that's the best recommendation I can give you at this point. You just need to throw those fears away, jump in, do the best you can. You're going to make mistakes. We all do. I still do. I've been doing this for a little over a year now, and I still make mistakes. You just have to keep trying, learn from your mistakes, see what works, what doesn't work, what kind of messages you craft, what do people respond to, what that don't they respond to, and then sort of tailor it to the better response that you're getting throughout your posts, and try to mix things up. And it's okay. You're going to fall on your face sometimes, and it happens. And it shows that you're real. Nobody's perfect. Just start with small goals. So think about, what do I want to accomplish in this next 30 days? Or, what do I want to do that's going to take me pretty much out of my comfort zone to help me get to that next step? So maybe videos aren't exactly your comfort zone. So push yourself and say, I'm going to do one video this week, and I'm going to show somebody a 30-second clip of my workout. Videos work fantastic. Every time I post a video, I get 200, 300, 400 views on it, and I get people posting or commenting, and they're watching you. Even if they're not liking, you'll see by their views that they are watching what you're doing. So videos work really well, and it helps show them the person behind the face of the profile picture and the words. It helps them to hear your voice, shows them how genuine you are and how real you are, and just let yourself go and just talk to them. So that might be, something that if you're fearful of that, definitely push yourself to do that. Just think about what can challenge you and get out of your comfort zone and take that next step. Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk about was inviting. So inviting is super important. Obviously, it's one of our vital behaviors. If we don't invite, we won't be successful. So it's really important that you start feeling comfortable inviting people. I know it might feel icky, sending people messages and saying, hey, do you want to join my challenge group? But it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. You're helping them. You're showing them that you have an answer for them if they're struggling, especially if they're struggling. But even if they're not, you're just inviting them. You're sharing the opportunity that you've been shared with and how it's made a significantly positive impact on you. So you just have to think of it in that manner, and it'll help you to take that step and not feel like you're being a pain, or, oh my gosh, is this person going to hate me, or are they not going to answer me, or are they just going to say no? Well, you know what? They are going to say no. You're going to get no's, and that's part of the process. Just always know that a no is generally not now. You just have to put them aside and say, okay, well, maybe this is not the right time for them. So you just put them in a not now pile, and you keep moving along. And you'll go back to them, and you'll reach out to them maybe in 3, 4, 5 weeks, or a month or 2. Depends on your conversation with them. You have to gauge it. And, don't be afraid to continue to communicate with them. So while they have said no, don't stop communicating until the next time you want to invite them. Communicate with them periodically throughout the next time, so that they understand and learn to trust and see that, you're not just there to sell them on a challenge pack. You're there to actually build a relationship and get to know them better. You're going to definitely see objections. So just outside of the word no, they're going to say, no, I don't have the time, or no, I don't have the money. So I posted a video this week about price objections. That's a really super important objection that is difficult to master. So you just have to take them one by one and understand that who you're talking to, what the situation would be, and try to break it down for them. And if they're not willing to budge at that point, then you say, okay, I totally respect and understand your opinion. And, in the meantime, when, until you can come and join my challenge group, I always have free challenges going on, or I can assist you with anything that, you might be struggling with right now. Show them that extra value. Just because they said no and you are uncomfortable with trying to change their mind. You don't want to push too much, because you also don't want them to feel you are being too pushy. You just continue to share and show your value, and just tell them that you have other means for which you can help them and add value, until which time they do have time or money to come and join you in your challenge group. And you just continue to share on your page. They're going to see what you're doing. They're going to see how it's making a very positive impact on you. And you're going to share how you're helping other people. So at some point, they're going to come around. All right. I want to do a little bit of role playing. So I'd like to see if anyone wants to volunteer before I pick anybody out of the audience. I want to hear a little bit about some inviting you've done this week. Talk to me about what you've said and how, what happened. Go ahead, Maggie. You're on mute.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Mm-hmm. So my upline is Maria Pedro Warren, and we were doing a challenge group through the Beachbody app. Mm-hmm. Wasn't working. None of my friends that were that bought challenge packs were joining, so that was a little challenging. So we decided to. I've been advertising a 21-day fix challenge group, which I haven't been getting that many responses to, but I've been getting a lot of personal messages asking me, like, what's your before and after pictures? Like, show me more, tell me more. Oh, I don't want to work out at home. I like the gym. So lots of conversations, but I'm not getting as far as I'd like to, but I think I'm planting the seed.
Yeah, absolutely. And when they're telling you, hey, I like to go to the gym, you say, hey, that's totally cool. You can totally do this program by going to the gym. And then, if you can't get there one day, or if you want a little extra, then you could sub it in with the workouts. But you can definitely do the meal plan. You can definitely do Shakeology along with going to the gym.
I actually have a pregnant friend who is really interested in doing just the nutrition piece, which I thought was cool.
Cool.
She's like, I want to work out. And she's like, I will work it in. Right now, I'm not feeling so hot. Mm-hmm. She hasn't announced it yet. But so that was exciting that she was like, I want the nutrition piece. And then from there, I want to add in the workouts. And I was like, you can totally modify them to do them pregnant for sure.
Great. All right. Anybody else want to share with me? How about Shannon? We haven't heard from Shannon yet. There you go.
I think my biggest obstacle that I've really faced is all my messages I've sent everybody, all my conversations starting with everybody, it's all going cold. So we'll talk about it, we'll get to their goals, and then I'll talk more about than just, a challenge pack or Shakeology. We try to just get down to the basic goals of what they're wanting to accomplish more than just like about Beachbody. And then after we get to the fitness part, it just goes completely cold. And so I really struggled lately, especially with all my inviting, everything like that. All my conversations, literally every single one of them have gone cold. So how do I start it back up? How do I reapproach it without being too aggressive with it?
Okay. Take one of the last conversations with one of your customers. Tell me exactly what you said in that last conversation.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can try to go back.
So,
It's basically just saying, I had one girl say she's working way too many jobs, which I was like, fantastic. Like, we can really go towards the business side of things and get you not working more than one job. And then I invited her to the sneak peek, and she's just not having it at all. So I'm going to add that one to a free challenge group.
okay.
But I mean, the fitness side, she's really intimidated with working out. And so, she's scared. She's scared of like how she can go about working out when she hasn't worked out in ages. Being really overweight and how she can really start the process. And she's giving me the every excuse of, finances. And then I break it down because I work with her husbands. And so I know their nutrition because I work, 40, 50 hours with them. So I know what they're eating. I know their habits, and talking to them about, hey, if you guys cut down one meal of fast food a day, you can afford your Shakeology. And so that one she's still not really having because the price objection there. And then, so that was one. So the price objection, and then she's intimidated with working out. So that's gone completely cold. Another one, I was trying to invite her to the sneak peek, the last one that we just had. And that one.
Well, did you have any other conversations with her prior to inviting her to the sneak peek?
Well, I posted, who was interested in like joining me along on this sneak peek. And she contacted me about it.
Oh, okay.
We haven't talked for a little while. So when she contacted me about it, I was like, okay, great. Like, let's get you started. This is how you do it. This is how I can get you in. And she wouldn't even respond back to even going onto my site to even get the free membership as a customer. So she wouldn't even do that part, and she wouldn't even like respond back to me if she's anything, but she contacted me about the coaching opportunity.
Okay.
And then another lady is busy.
Okay. It could just be she contacted you and then something happened.
Right.
She's experiencing something in life that happened in the last 24 hours or 48 hours. Who knows? Or maybe she, just decided, I don't think I want to do this right now. There's so many reasons. You have to take a very objective approach to it and just do your best to follow through. And if she doesn't respond, you can simply follow up and say, hey, I know you haven't responded. I just want to make sure everything's okay. If this is not a good time for you, I totally understand. Can I follow up with you maybe in 30 days? And you all try to come at it where they don't feel afraid to respond to you, that you're not going to bite them. And always end with that question, like a question. Just say, hey, would it be okay if I just followed up with you, in 30 days or 2 weeks?
Well, definitely moving through like my invite list. Like I have my list of 50 people that I'm moving through. I've even just starting conversations like, hey, how are you? So I'm trying not to like go full force of, Beachbody all the way. I'm trying to slowly work into a conversation, but unfortunately it's one of those like everyone is busy, and so it takes a minute to get a response back. And so that's just my biggest obstacle, is just actually getting a response back from people, even a hi, how are you?
Yeah, and you know what? I have that all the time too. We all do. There are just people where they think you want something more than you're simply just reaching out to them. And you just
Right.
have to know that it's going to happen with people like that, and put them on your follow-up list and just follow up with them again. But in the meantime, go to their page, start looking at what they're doing, comment and like on something that they're, on the different things that they're posting about, so they see that you're actually really interested in their life, and that you're watching what they're doing. And then you can follow up again and just say, hey, I saw that awesome photo, where were you? Or I saw those really great boots, I love them, where'd you get them? Whatever it is, just make sure that you are trying to share more than just the business or anything that you might be conversing with them initially with. So you just try to always find a different way to get at them, to come in and talk to them in a different way. They're going to respond to you for, in one of the ways. Okay, so.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, so we've got 4 ladies left, and we have about 5 minutes. So is anyone struggling right now? Anyone? Okay, Jen, go. Go ahead, Jen. Unmute yourself.
Hi. Okay, I'm unmuted.
Okay.
My problem right now is that I get customers who are very interested, and where's your website? What's this about? They saw me do the 3-day refresh. They saw my results. They see that I'm exercising. They saw my son's results because we did the 3-day refresh together. And really living it now, I've committed to it. I'm really living it. I've had some issues, some bumps in the road health-wise, but I'm still kind of presenting myself as this person who's embraced Beachbody. And I've even had them come to me and say, let's sit down and use my computer and show me. So I'm like, okay. And then we get to the computer, and I'm expecting them to buy Beachbody, and they're not buying Beachbody. Like, oh, we're gonna pay for this after when payday comes, or I'm gonna have to talk to my husband. There's a lot of obstacles, and then I freeze because I'm a caregiver. I'm not a natural born salesperson. And then I guess in some respects I am, because I'm, selling these patients to take their medicine every day, right? So I'm fumbling with my words. So I saw in the toolbox, you guys call it something else, that there's different scripts. So I've been kind of practicing with that, so that hopefully, maybe it's just my language, the way I'm speaking, and plus I'm down south, and I'm a Yankee. And so I feel like my language is different as well.
All right. Are you doing this messaging, or are you actually speaking to people face to face?
Face to face and messaging.
Okay. All right. Well, the scripts
Both.
are good, but I would make them your own. Obviously, don't just use.
Yeah.
I have the same thing. I've had several customers that I brought them all the way to the end stage, and then they just froze. And sometimes they're afraid of making that decision, just flipping that switch to go from red to green. And you just have to understand that maybe they're just not ready yet. And give them that space and just say, okay, you know what? I totally understand. How about if I follow up with you in 3 days or 5 days or next week, or tell me what do you need from me? How can I help you make this decision? Throw it back at them, because sometimes they're not even sure themselves, and they might just say, you know what? Let's just do it. I've had that too. So you have to just kind of get down to the heart of why or what is stopping them. And you just have to help them get there
Right.
themselves. Just ask them. You know, it's okay to ask. Hey, you know, what is your reservation? Why do you think, you know, you're unsure right now? You know, what are you feeling? Ask them. I mean, what's the worst they're going to tell you? They're going to tell you how it is. Or if they're afraid, they're just going to say, well, I don't feel like doing it right now. Or I have to ask my husband, or I'm not sure if I have the money. Most of the time it's a different cause, and you just have to understand and stick with them and coddle them through it. That's all. You'll be okay. You'll get through to them. You just keep following up. Yeah, don't let it get to you. It's not you. It's not. You're doing everything you're doing. Because you're not selling per se, you're sharing the benefit of what it's doing. And you're the prime example. You're the product of the product. You're showing that it's working. So don't lose confidence in yourself. Okay, we've got just a couple more minutes. I want to make just one more point, and then if we have another minute or two, someone else can talk. Success Club. So it's April 21st. You have a little more than a week left. You guys have to think about hitting Success Club. How are you guys doing at this point? Are you concerned? Do you think that, do you have your 10 in play, your 10 people that you think are going to be those individuals, or a group, 3 or 4 or 5 people from those 10 that you're going to be able to convert? Those are the people you need to be concerned about right now, so that you hit for this month. It's really important to get yourself on that roll of success starters. You want to hit SC5 your first 3 months, so that you get that free summit ticket and you get yourself on the right path to success. So super important. If you're having trouble, or if you're not sure what to do or how to do it, how to close someone, that's where you can reach out to Generai, or you go to your upline and you say, this is where it's at. This is the situation. What do I say next? What do I do next? How do I get to that next step? So that's what we're here for, guys. And that's what your uplines are there for. So very important to focus now. You've got a little over a week to get to your 5. How's everybody doing right now? Has anyone sold the challenge pack? Great. Anyone close? Okay.
I'm over.
Great job, Ashley. Nice job.
Thank you.
Awesome. Keep on sharing. CJ, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm 1 point away. My mom decided to do the 21-day fix today, and she was like, I've already bought it. She didn't even, it's so funny, it's so classically mom. She didn't even look at what Shakeology flavors. She just clicked the button to purchase it. So I'm like, well, I think you got the chocolate bag since it was on the top of the list. She was like, okay, I'm fine with that. So,
Flavor.
yeah.
Very good. All right. Margaret, how you doing? You're still on mute.
Sorry. I'm doing all right. I have at least probably 3 people that are prospects right now. Just working on the follow-ups with them.
Okay.
And really now it's just a matter of getting the last, closing them and getting them to go on and actually sign up and buy the challenge pack.
Okay. Super. All right. Well, we've got 3 minutes until the 9 o'clock call, so I'm going to say good night to everyone, unless anyone has anything quick that they would like to share. All right. Well, I think this was a great call, guys, and we'll see you on the next call. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.